So you're either in T1 or T2 and you're getting wrecked by the RNG boss during your enchants. And I'm here to tell you, there's things you can do to end your suffering, specifically in farming these. There's lots of places that drop these mats so that you can increase your honing success rate, so stay tuned. And if this video helped you out, please like and subscribe. I'm also streaming Lost Ark on Twitch, so catch me live there. Links in the description. So first off, the Star's Breath for T1 and Moon's Breath for T2 are super awesome for those last few enchants going from plus 13 to plus 15 on your weapons and gear. I personally save mine for my plus 14 and plus 15 weapon enchantments since those are the most expensive. Each breath increases your success rate by 1.5%, and you can use up to 20 of these per enchant. So these can give a very decent increase if you stack them. The first place I recommend getting these from are actually your daily world bosses. If you expand the timer on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see when the world bosses spawn, along with what materials they drop. Make sure you pick one that drops the respective Star's Breath or Moon's Breath for whichever tier you're currently in. If you can't see all the rewards, just pick the one that matches your item level currently, as that should be the right tier for you. As you can see, I got over 10 Moon's Breath killing Enchiladas and Phaeton, so it's definitely worth doing this. Next up, I'm going to talk about Chaos Gates. You can also check the timer for when and where these spawn. And I know what you're thinking. Micah, Chaos Gates don't drop Star or Moon's Breaths. And you know what? You're right. They do, however, have a chance to drop any rarity of treasure maps, which make them very worth doing, on top of all their other rewards. They also let you bid for a legendary treasure map at the end, which is a guaranteed drop. Although some people can go a bit crazy in the bidding process for these and overpay what they're worth, so do be mindful of that if you plan on buying one. Right-clicking these maps shows you the location of where the instance entrance is so that you can head there. I recommend that you find a group of friends to go there with that also have the same rarity map as you. Although it doesn't have to be the same. The higher rarity just means better loot. The maps also don't need to have the same name. This way you can run lots of treasure maps and get the most loot out of it. Do be aware of LFGs making parties for this though, since it's easy to get scammed. That's a big reason I recommend doing it with friends and not with randoms. These maps are amazing because you get shard pouches and breaths from them. Both of these materials are extra nice because they are tradable, so anything you don't need, you could also sell. And they sell for a lot. I actually recommend that you sell the shard pouches to buy more breaths. The higher rarity of map that you do, the better shard pouches and amount of breaths you get as well. I also recommend doing your weekly ghost ship. Again, just check the timer on the left to see when this pops up, as killing the boss on the ship gives very juicy loot, including breaths. You should do the ghost ship that's in your respective tier, and you can look on the map for the ghost ship icons to see where to go. These ships don't spawn every day, but when they do, the event happens once per hour, so keep an eye out. The final place I want to talk about regarding farming breaths is actually the best, which are cube dungeons. Getting to the end of a cube dungeon gives you anywhere from 20 to 30 breaths, which is absolutely amazing. You can get the cube dungeon tickets as rare drops in chaos dungeons, although only during your first 2 runs of the day, and also as random drops from the ticket chests that you can purchase from the Bloodstone vendor. These cube dungeons are best to complete with 4 people, so make sure you either queue or go in with friends, because the bomb floors in these dungeons one-shot. Having 4 people for these phases, or any of the hard phases really, gives you a better chance of at least one person surviving the hard floors, which in turn gives you a better shot at completing the entire cube instance. If your entire party wipes on a floor, then the cube ends and you don't get as many rewards, including that huge stack of breaths. So try your best here. I hope that this helps you guys out and that the RNG boss shows mercy with your newly increased honing rates. Happy enchanting everyone, and I'll catch you all next time.